What's going on, myself? Part one of the Big Brother series, I want to talk about discipline. Now, discipline, you can look at discipline in many ways, I like to ask the question first and foremost when I'm talking about discipline. I like to state the first thing. Who's in control? If you're not in control, who is? Those are the types of questions I like to ask when it comes to discipline. As far as this can stretch from losing weight, trying to achieve a passing grade, trying to get a job or progress towards any movement or get to anywhere as far as advancement. Now, discipline is going to have a big part in your life, however way you look forward or look at it. It has to be something that you appreciate and hone outside of just looking to get around it and not wanting it in your life. Without discipline, imagine what you have. What do you have without discipline? If you're not disciplined enough to wake up every day and be at a certain place, or if you're not disciplined enough to say, hey, this is what I'm doing today, this is what I'm doing now, how far do you think you will get to your goals or to your dreams or to your aspirations? You have to look at discipline as an opportunity to keep yourself progressing. That's the main idea. That's the main point. Because if it's just no discipline whatsoever, then what is, if no one has any discipline, then what is the world? What do you have then? Without discipline, you get reminded with discipline. I'll say that again, hold on. Without discipline, kind of hot in it, you get reminded with discipline. Now, I remember when I was younger, most of us when we were younger, we used to say shit like, I can't wait till I get older. Nobody can tell me what to do. You're right. Nobody can tell you what to do. Nobody can tell you to get up and go to school, or get up and go to work, or get up and do what you said you was going to do last night, why you was smoking, why you was drinking. Nobody's going to get up and make you do that, make you stand by that. Put a mark towards that. Nobody's going to make you reach the finish line. No one. You got a goal and you want to reach it, you have to put a discipline behind if you don't achieve it. Just think about when we was growing up and we was going to school and we didn't have homework or some shit. What happened? We failed the homework assignment. It affected the grade, whatever. We got a 0, ended up having an F or a D, whatever the case may be. What happened when your parents told you to do something? They're like, yo, this needs to be done before I get home. What happened when it wasn't done? Got beaten, got on punishment, whatever the case may be. What happens when your boss say you got to be at work at a certain time? What happens when you're not there? You're going to get fired. You understand the discipline that's going to happen to you if you don't get the job done. Now, look at the way that you working with life now and the personal goals that you have now. As far as I give myself as an example, I want to be a rapper, right? So what happens if I don't become this big rapper? Did I put any discipline for myself, on myself, if I don't become this rapper? Did I say, hey, if I don't become this rapper, I'm not making any more music anymore. I'm not going to be able to go in the studio and have as much fun or enjoy what I'm doing, what I love doing for a living. Or I gotta pay back myself by going to school and learning a new language or something. Like, there's no discipline behind if I don't make it. And if there's no discipline behind if I don't make it, then as the mental motivation that we need to keep pushing, we don't have that. Because we need that. We need a discipline in our lives to keep us focused. The discipline keeps us focused. We're looking at the discipline in the wrong way. Sure, you can look at discipline like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I don't want to. Of course you don't want to. Your brain is telling you you don't want to. Your brain is always gonna remind you of the easiest, simplest, most relaxing thing that you can do at the moment. It's always gonna remind you about this. Even when you try to do the hardest things. The key is you gotta trick your brain. You gotta trick it. You gotta say, hey, we doing this right now. Not for this long, for this amount of time. And after that, we're gonna do that. Like enjoyment, like a reward for yourself. Yes, this does work when you get older. Yes. It just becomes a more powerful tool. But there, you have to put a discipline behind if you don't make what you're trying to make. And I mean that shit. In any aspect of life. You gotta say, hey, if I don't get this, or if I don't get to here, if I don't get to there, this is gonna be the discipline. It needs to be a discipline. You know? Because without discipline, you're just gonna get reminded with discipline. So, just like if you riding dirty and you don't have your tags clean, not being disciplined. Get pulled over, get reminded with discipline. You running your mouth talking and you're not in shape, you don't know how to fight, what you get reminded with? Discipline. You know? I'm going for days, for example. You don't set your alarm clock, you stay up late, you don't wake up early for work, what you get reminded with? Discipline, write-up, whatever the case may be. There's many different ways of looking at it. But discipline is needed. Embrace it. Don't look at it as something that's not going to control you or something that you don't need in your life. You have to embrace it. And discipline is needed in order to progress. To say, hey, if this doesn't happen, if I don't make this happen, if I don't get this done in this amount of time, that's discipline behind it. It creates the man, the woman, myself. Discipline. So it's never not, oh, I can't wait till I get older till nobody can tell me what to do. Because you're right. Nobody is going to tell you what to do. Nobody cares. Because nobody owes you nothing. So they don't care if you sit on your ass all day and don't do nothing. They don't care. Because they got their own life to live. Regardless. They're going to make it happen. Are you? Like I said, if you're not in control, who is? Who? You can change your life today. All you got to do is mentally tell yourself. The brain moves with the body. A lot of people running around, the body is just moving. But the brain is a farm. It's going to grow what you plant. Plant it and be disciplined by it. It's going to grow. I guarantee you it's going to grow. But discipline is needed for it to grow. And nobody's going to make sure you're doing that. Because like we said when we was younger, can't wait till we get older. And now we here. So, just to put all this together. Discipline is growth. That's exactly what it is. Progression. That's what discipline gives you. So never look at discipline as something that is hindering you. Look at discipline and embrace it. Say, I need that in order to be a better person. I guarantee you, it makes you better. Embrace discipline. It creates the character. And it gives off the energy. It's needed to create more character. One more time. you're not in control, who is? Part 1. This one.